research project presentation. The title of my research is Rethinking My Teaching Practice, Incorporating in-class reading to Improve Student Physics B4A. My presentation will include of the research problem, the purpose of the research question, the results of the research, limitations of the research and the next steps, and the conclusion. The period from the start of the COVID-19 pandemic right up to now has seen an almost frantic in higher education about student disengagement and how that has affected student learning and teaching. Here is a sample of the 8 articles that have appeared in the Chronicle of Higher Education since 2022, just on the subject of student disengagement. And here is an inside look. It's an inside look of one of those articles. The purpose of my research was to examine the impact of in-class reading activities in Physics B4A on students' engagement and learning. My research question was, does the incorporation of in-class reading activities improve student engagement in an introductory calculus-based physics course? I collected survey results using a Google Doc that asked students of their impression of the impact of the in-class reading activities on their learning and their engagement in the course. These are the results from the student survey. Survey results show higher retention in the course this semester compared to previous semesters in which I taught the course. The results also show higher class attendance. 67% of the students said they always read the in-class activities. 50% of the students said the in-class reading activities was time well spent. 70% said they always wrote down notes as they read the in-class text. However, no noticeable impact has been observed in the students' class engagement or in students' performance in the course. So details of the results. So some specific feedback from students shows that students think they need more time. I should have assigned more time with the reading exercises. Students also had varied suggestions on the impact of the reading exercises on their learning. Suggestions from students. limitations. The limitations of this research include the lack of iterations and the absence of a control section, the absence of assessments of the reading task, limited opportunities for students to share their understanding of text, and some students also struggle with reading. Next steps. I'm going to request 2 sections of the same course, each with its own lab, such that one section will serve as a control. I'm going to include required low-stake assessment for each in-class reading task. I'm going to encourage and allocate time for students to make sense of the text and to share their understanding with their peers. I'm also going to have students keep a log of their in-class reading and to assign a few points to that to their logs. Conclusion. Simply incorporating in-class reading activities appear to have no impacts on engagement and learning.